Hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective. I decided to do another reading for you. And the topic of today's reading, let's take a look what the future holds for you. What the future holds for you. Okay, the card of Rune, Algis. Algis is signifies protection, signifies shield, and particularly from evil, right? It's almost like your connection with God and your connection with divine, your connection with a higher power. Of course, it's a beautiful rune, rune of awakening, rune that is responsible for opening up the roads for you, and of course cleansing, right? The higher life or the higher standard of life, and of course protection. So I'm going to leave the algas here, and of course I will clarify it. But there's a matter of protection. So if you have been going through any difficult periods in your life, dealing with a difficult, unethical, inhumane, negative individuals, then of course Alga is here to remind you that you will be protected from these people. And therefore, you have nothing to worry about. You will be protected from evil people. Now, I'm going to take my deck and I will clarify it. So this is the matter of some sort of protection. My card is in reversed here. Let's clarify it. Why do you need to be protected from evil people, negative people? Let's quickly uplift the whale and take a look. What's happening? What is happening quickly? Yes, I do see that there was an unexpected influence in your destiny. I cannot say that this was, majorly affected you, despite the fact that you, once again, I'm just going to take my horn, despite the fact that by 8 of Wands, something just barged into your life, which once again caused by 5 of Pentacles serious stagnation, serious transformation that you perhaps were not expected. I do see currently you by the Hangman. Well, you're just waiting, right? Whatever happened, there's nothing really you can do. You cannot change it. But despite that fact, by the Page of Pentacles, you still manage to have some wonderful and creative ideas, keeping yourself busy, okay? Even though this is how interesting. There's definitely an enemies here by 9 of Wands. There's at least 3 individuals. Could be more, but there's negative people, evil people, dark people that breathing right at your neck, right? They're watching you. They're observing you. They're watching you. But see, the thing is that by the card of Wheel of Fortune, these individuals cannot do anything to you. They don't have power. They don't have authority to change the course of your destiny, right? Things are changing. Things are changing for you, and things are changing for your enemies. Enemies in generally that I see you have, well, by the card of Page, well, they're small. Pity, right? Pity. It's kind of like a pity criminals. They cannot harm you. They're trying, but they cannot do anything. They cannot substantially and severely affect your life, right? They're more like a nuisance. So once again, despite what kind of enemies you have, they're just nothing but a nuisance, okay? Like a mosquito, nuisance, right? So let's take a look here. How will your life going to change in the near future? Because there's a major changes here. There's a wheel of fortune. Things are moving, things are changing. How will the life change for you here in the near future? Well, there's a card of walking away, Eight of Cups. I kind of feel like you're going to soon reach the point in your life where you're going to make transitions, right? You're going to change it. There's something else that you will find more valuable to you, more perspective. I feel like you're not going to waste your energy on these pathetic people. So in other words, Eight of Cups is like, well, you know what? Nice knowing you, but I think my time is done being where you at, and you're simply going to make that move. Okay, Eight of Cups. So where are you leaving? Where are you leaving? Some sort of new beginning for you, right? Ace of Wands. Some sort of new beginning will present itself, or you're just simply going to be occupied or busy with something else. And that is absolutely normal. Ace of Wands and Eight of Cups, there will be something so powerful presented to you that you simply will not resist. You're going to know intuitively that this is your calling, this is the right choice. This is could be change of career. This is could be relocation, moving somewhere else. This is could be a new project. This is could be some incredible new business idea. Often Ace of Wands represents new business perspective or business ideas. In other words, you choose yourself to walk away. This is going to be your choice and yours alone. What about your enemies here? What about these people here that tried so hard to get to you? So hard to get to you, but yet useless. Moon. For your enemies, they will always remain on this card of the moon. Lies, deceptions, manipulations, fear. They would really, these enemies, they really, really wanted to play a dirty jokes with your life. They tried to. Okay? Moon card and the Fool card. But this is their lifestyle. This is how these people live. This is how they custom to live. Moon and Fools. A group of people that costume to lie, to deceive. They often want a shortcuts in life. They don't want to work hard. They often this is what represents anything. Corruption, lies. These people at one point wanted to get ahead. And I have a feeling and I have a suspicion that these enemies, they could be your competitors. That these individuals would really, really want to have this incredible new beginning, that the destiny will present itself to you. They wish to be you. But the thing is, they can't. Their whole life is nothing but a lie. So your destiny is changing here, my wonderful collective. Your life is changing for better. Soon, whoever tried to play this silly, idiotic games with your life will have absolutely no effect on you. If this is still bothers you, if this situation still bothers you with these people, then once again, Ace of Swords here. You're going to cut them off, right? Cut them off. They no longer serve its purpose in your destiny anymore. Ace of Swords, very powerful. Ace of Swords that falls right underneath of the card of a destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune, represents that the life that you are now and the life you're going to be are not the same. These people will be cut off your life because they're dirty people. Okay, you understand that? They're playing some sort of games. Also could represent illnesses. Maybe they're the group of sick people, ill wishers. What do these ill wishers want from you? What do they want from you? See, they want you to get stuck. That's what they want. They want to put you in a position where you will not find your way out. They want you to stay where you at. They do not want you to do anything. They do not want you to take risks in life. They simply want you to be where you at because it's comfortable for them, right? So they want you to be stuck, to feel like there's no way out. You see, this is what the destiny presents itself to you. The destiny says, look, there's a door. We will open for you. But what you have to do is actually make the move, right? Make the move. Make that action. Your enemies does not want you to leave. They want you to be where you at, which is clearly is not going to happen. But instead, what are you going to do? So this negative people playing this idiotic games want you to feel stuck, want you to feel, they want to trap you. You see, trap you. So you do not find your way out from the problems that they themselves want to create for you. But I feel like you have been in this hang mode for a very long time. You had enough time to think what you want or what kind of your life want for yourself. You had plenty of time. So instead, what are you going to do? I see you going to take these changes. There is a card of illusions. This is the card of dreams. Card of dreams. There is a card of pain and suffering. Oh, great. Wonderful. Wonderful. You know what you're going to walk away that will actually help you to get out is you are going to say enough is enough. And I am not going to live and suffer because this is you. You suffer because of some sort of, I don't want to say the word imaginary, right? But the situation is not as bad as you think. You see what I mean? It's not as bad as you think. Now, your enemies, they want to put fear on you. See? They want to put fear on you. The moon card and a fool card, they want to manipulate you. They want you to be afraid. See, look at this card. This is the card of the fool, right? Somebody is above, looking down upon you and saying, oh, well, he or she will not get out. So it's all psychological. It's almost like these negative sociopathic enemies of yours that play these negative dirty games with your life. They want you to believe that you're stuck, that there's no way out of the situation that they themselves fabricated. Well, wait a minute. You know it's bullshit, right? You know it's bullshit because deep down, you're going to say, I can walk out any minute I want. I want to leave the situation that makes me not happy. If this is, let's say, a complicated relationship, toxic relationship, get a divorce. Leave your partner. If you're not happy, walk away. Why do you allow yourself to suffer? Right? So in the near future, it's actually going to come very, very quickly here. You are going to have that fiery, it's almost like an idea where you're starting to rethink the whole situation and all of these imaginary illusions that these enemies of yours created by the Fool card and the Moon card, they're just going to be broken. And one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say to yourself, what am I doing here? Right? I have nothing to be afraid of. because I've done nothing wrong. Do you see what I mean? And that will be the moment where you're simply going to say, I'm no longer going to live my life and suffer because I have suffered enough. Do you know what I mean, right? What I just said. So all of your suffering is not as bad. Your enemy wants you to believe that you're in a big trouble, that you have done something very terrible, that you will be punished, that you will be maybe incarcerated if this is the case. There's a constant, it's all psychological pressure. Psychological pressure. You understand what I mean? And this is the tactics that your enemies utilize. The tactics, the only tactics your enemy used and using, hoping that it will have effect on your life, because it's easy to manipulate a human being that is afraid. Well, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because you have nothing to fear. So know your enemy. I do not see that this enemy of yours in any way, shape, or form could do anything to you, but they would really, really want you to suffer. That's what they want. They want you to feel like you, like that little mouse in that labyrinth, that you will not find your way out, and you will continue suffer and suffer and suffer and put up with some sort of situations that you should have not been putting up. If this is a constant abuse, then this is works for the psychopathic people, and they want you to suffer because you are easier to be manipulated. My advice to you, say fuck this shit. You're gonna do what makes you happy. Okay? You don't have to be the victim of constant abuse. You don't have to be tortured. You don't have to be tormented. If these psychopaths have problem with you can meet them in court with your attorney. You know what I mean? So I see there is an ending of your suffering. Complete ending of your suffering. What else your enemy techniques beside the psychological fears and pressure? They're just playing games. You see what I mean? They want you to be afraid. They want you to be afraid. They want you to be closed in. They want you to be suffering. This is the card of soul suffering, emotional suffering. They want you to suffer. They want you to worry. Hell with these psychopaths. You don't have to. Because at the end of the day, remember, you are protected. You are protected. You are protected by the higher courts, by the law, by the higher powers. You have good friends. You have good family. Who the hell are these sickos? They need to be worried and they need to be afraid, because clearly, I kind of feel like your enemies, they wanted to, they hope for a bigger result. They saw that something would work, because it's, like I said, psychological here. What else your enemy here was hoping for, besides the fact that they can pressure you? It's kind of like, pushing you with fear, restrictions, fear, manipulation, psychological pressure, until you hit the wall, right? And they're like, oh, okay, well, you have nowhere to go. But you're going to show them otherwise. You're going to show them different. And I do see things are going to change for you very quickly. One day, you're simply going to flip it 360 very quickly, unexpected for your enemies. They don't even expect it. What else these enemies want? Oh, well, of course, see the star card. They wanted a lot. They have their own dreams, their own hopes. They wanted everything. The moon, the skies, theft, thieves, right? To steal. That's what they want. They want to steal your luck. They want to steal your destiny. They want to steal your wishes. They want what you have, and they want what you're about to receive. Because remember, there's an Ace of Wands here. I will take a look exactly what is this powerful, fiery, unstoppable, and unbreakable new beginning for you. But your enemies are thieves. There's the card of the star, and there's the card of a thief. They would love to steal from you. Because, like I said, the people you're dealing with here, they're not decent. They're not decent. Okay, decent people do not steal from other. They do not manipulate. They do not commit criminal offenses. Yes, the road to your wish fulfillment was not easy. It was not easy. You suffered. There has been a long stagnation in your life. While these cowards were glorified and they were happy with what they have stolen. But at least your conscience is clear because you did not steal anything from anybody. You did not steal anything from anybody. Everything you did was according to law, with utmost respect to all human beings. Once again, thieves. Because that's who they are. Clarify the card of thieves. What are the thieves want? Yeah, again, sun, narcissism, ego, woman here. There's a woman here. She wants to be the better. She wanted to be number one. It's some sort of woman. Your guides are showing me some sort of sociopathic, delusional, maybe slightly unstable female. At the end of the day, there's a card of the moon, there's a card of the fool, so clearly crazy. But there is definitely a female here who loves herself more than anything. She loves herself more than anything. And that's the woman who is the thief, who wanted a shortcut in life, who cheated, who lied, who manipulated, who fabricated things. A woman that at one point put you in this position of the hangman, who wanted to destroy you, but at the end of the day, only got herself entrapped in that labyrinth that she prepared for you. Woman, she had a big wish. Well, let's. What was this and this woman's, this enemy of yours, wish? Because she stole something from you. Okay, I kind of feel like this constant negative influence of this person, of this female on your life is frankly getting a little annoying. Annoying, okay? What is this female wanted here? Clarify the card of the star. Nine of Swords. She wants you to be depressed, suffering. She wanted you to suffer. That's really what it is. It's once again showing you this suffering, pain, suffering. I cannot call this woman healthy. I cannot call your enemy healthy. She's clearly sick in the head. But like I said, Nine of Swords is a card. She wanted you to be depressed, to hate yourself, to lose faith in life, lose faith in love, lose hope. Pretty much do nothing, okay? It's like you're preparing to be dead tomorrow or something. Jealousy, most likely. A very jealous woman. So you're going to break this stagnation, right? Because this woman is nobody. She's nobody. You have to understand. Doesn't matter if she thinks of herself as a queen, because she clearly does. There's a card of sun and an empress. She thinks of herself as, the sun itself, the bright, the shiny, the superstar. That's what she thinks of herself. But deep down, she's a lying, sick thief. That's about it. Should you be worried about the sick woman? Ask yourself. Hell no. Fuck this woman. She's crazy. This crazy, jealous sicko. Why would you be concerned about this sicko? And that's exactly why you're going to say enough of this bullshit. So if you know that you have this sociopathic, jealous lunatic that has been stalking you and targeting you, go to the police department, report this sick lunatic. Hire a private investigator. Let the investigator watch this sick woman. Go to court, get a restraining order. You see, this is now the time for you to take action. Action. And that's exactly what the universe are encouraging you and telling you. Take action. We open the doors for you. You need to go talk to the cops, go talk to the police chief. And you're not going to leave the police department until you speak to that police chief and demand for this police officer to investigate this sick lunatic and her friends or whoever else. This is your right. This is what I mean. It's time for you to fight. Because all of this fabricated problems that this sick narcissistic thief, clearly sick in the head, created for you are imaginary. Imaginary. You see? She is nobody. And all of these people that have been targeting you are nobody. So that's what I want you to understand. But this is going to happen anyways. There's a powerful Ace of Swords here that falls right in the middle between you and this sick woman. Because some sick woman wanted her wish fulfillment. She wanted you to suffer. Why? Why is this sick woman, let me guess, jealousy, right? Let me guess. I'm just going to pull up the card. Why is this sick thief woman wanted you to suffer? Because she herself not happy? Why is this woman wanted you to suffer? Gossip, right? Because she's sick. She wanted you to feel humiliated. The sick woman clearly has a mental problem because she herself is a clown, but she constantly made you feel like you're the clown. She wanted you to once again be humiliated. She made fun of your appearances. She's jealous. This woman is jealous. Why? Why is this sick woman wanted you to feel humiliated? You know what? You're a beautiful person. You're beautiful inside and out. You don't have to put up with this narcissistic, schizoaffective abuse of this sick woman and whoever clown she had recruited. She is the clown. And if you already taken actions to expose her, that maybe now she feels like a clown, which she clearly is. You see, it's jealousy. It's all jealousy. It's all jealousy because you made her feel what? Unloved, unwanted, exposed. Why that's such a incredible desire of this woman to make you feel like you're not good enough? Like it's constant. I feel like this narcissistic woman constantly makes some stupid, idiotic jokes about you. You know, judging you constantly. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a, a shaman. and a tarot reader. But of course, it's no brainer that if somebody constantly dislike you that much, there's clearly some sort of jealousy problem, big time. So why has this woman wanted you? It's kind of like, appearances for some reason, right? It's like this woman really wants you not to be happy with your life. It's beauty, definitely beauty, because the card of clown comes up. So beautiful, right? Beautiful. She wants you to, maybe she really tried to make you look like a clown in the eyes of some man who had feelings towards you, right? Maybe. Maybe this is some other woman. But it's constantly like, constant. Making fun of you, humiliating you. This sick tee ha ha. This like, immature stupidity. And you've dealt with this stupid idiot for a long time. And I'm here to let you know, fuck this sick bitch and off you go. Okay, report this lunatic. She's a clearly sick stalker. She's stalking you constantly. She's obsessed with you. Because she wanted to be better. Let's clarify the card of the clown. Why has this woman really spent all of this time obsessing with the idea that you should be depressed, that you should suffer, that you should not be loved, not be happy with yourself? Honestly, you have a great life ahead of you. And I will clarify that. Clarify the card of a clown. Yeah, ex-lover. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because she's obsessed with your ex, right? That's really what it is. And that's now we know. Now you know who this sick lunatic is, okay? Ask your ex. Ask your ex. I don't know if you talk to your ex or not, but I'm sure your ex know exactly who this sick woman is. She wanted to make you look like a clown in the eyes of some sort of ex-lover of yours who loved you. Who loved you and maybe still loves you. I guess you can find out. All you gotta do is give him a call. I can assure you he'll be here in no time. Yeah, so that's really what it is. Her desire was to, like I said, to make herself feel better in the eyes of some man. Competition. And there's a card of intimacy, right? Because you did bond it. I'm not going to look into this ex of yours situation right now, but I do see there's a great intimacy. You could have had great intimacy with each other. You were definitely, you had good times. Nothing wrong with that. But she could have not stand that. She could have not stand that. So it's like I said, this desire to be better, to be better than you. And that's how this whole stupidity began. Her own insecurity, her own immaturity, in combination with clearly some underlying mental health issues, because she's clearly crazy. But like I said, there is nothing and no one that could touch you and do anything to you. Nothing. Okay, nothing. If this sick woman only dare to come anywhere near you or contact you directly or indirectly, she will be locked up. So now you see how the suffering of yours is imaginary. Well, what from your perspective, right? From your perspective, imaginary, meaning that you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Nothing. You don't have to worry about this sick woman at all. She's nobody. Okay? Let her be, you know, the pity poopy party. And if you wanted to be with your ex, you would have. Any day. One phone call away. And she knows that. Anger management. She's angry. She's mad. Okay? She's pissed off. She doesn't like the truth. She has anger issues. Okay? She always did. And she was angry because you had intimate and very special bond with this ex whom you clearly share or shared. So you know what? Let her be mad. I'm not going to look into this angry freak much longer. Okay, she can be angry all she wants. Okay, fine. One more thing. Why is she so angry? What is this anger? Yeah, she's just a hater. An angry hater who hates the fact that you are the star. You are the star. And she's not. So now do you see, do you think you need to suffer? Do you need to give this sick woman a second of your beautiful, precious life? No. No, you don't. You're going to break this sandcastle right down because you have no problems. Okay? You are the Empress. You are the star. So she can continue hating her own life and being angry at everybody and continue lying and acting like a psychopath. Her problem are not your problem. Okay? But since she's already invaded your boundaries, that now she is your problem. And you're going to take care of it. You know what I mean? You're going to take care of it. Fuck this bitch and all of her bullshit and her flying monkey crazy nutcases. She was a clown and she'll always be a clown. Okay, so let's take a look what the universe has for you. We already know you're protected. Okay, there's nothing she can do. That's why she's pissed. That's why she's angry. Okay, screaming, yelling, throwing sinks around the house, hating everything. Because she cannot get to you. You're protected. Cops cannot do anything to you. Trust me, she tried. Lawyers cannot do anything to you. Maybe some pathetic loser she paid, you know, to stalk you, trespass, or hack you, or whatnot. Which is, you know, it's not even important. Because I'm sure there's a detective looking into this as well. That's depending what actions have you taken. So she's not your problem. You need to concentrate on yourself. You need to concentrate on your life. And you need to do what makes you happy, okay? She thinks you're suffering, right? This is the information I received. That she thinks that you're suffering, right? There's a card of suffering. But she has no idea what's actually truly happening in your life. This is the information that I just picked up. That she has no idea. She has no idea about your love life, whom you're in love with. She has no idea. She has no idea about anything, right? I feel like you don't give enough information. She doesn't have enough information, despite all of these techniques this woman and her friends are utilizing here. Okay, let's take a look what the messages the universe have for you to make that transition and make that action which you're about to do, you're about to make. And it truly will be a life-changing for you. So what is that change? What is that change? Again, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Again, twice. That's some powerful breakthrough, I'm telling you that much. Okay. Okay, check this out. You're going to take that wand. Okay, it's kind of like a baseball bat. And you're gonna start whacking it. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like this hater of yours is gonna get whacked with that bat. Not, of course, from you. No, no, no. You're not violent. Okay, you're a lady or a gentleman. Okay, you're not like that. But I kind of feel like you're gonna someone's gonna pick up that bat. This is what I see, and just gonna whack that hater. Like truly, not once, not one time, because one time's not gonna help it. Okay, you need to do a double dose, just to make sure that that bat landed in the right place. So that's how I interpret it. And that's why exactly she's angry. So, well, at least she's gonna have a reason to be angry, right? But I feel like some hater of yours gonna get whacked. You know what I mean? In a spiritual sense. This is what I mean in a spiritual sense. Because, of course, you don't need to get your hands dirty. No, you don't need that. Oh, man. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so that is gonna happen. But also there's some other new beginning, some breakthrough. Okay, I kind of feel like you're gonna be busy. See, there's a card of Chariot. There's also Two of Cups. You know, maybe some union, some connection, somebody arriving towards you. Because you have to understand, guys, that this hater of yours initially got clinged to you because of romance. So this hater could be a woman of your ex-lover, or an ex-wife or an ex-girlfriend of your ex-lover, right? We already established this. You know who this hater is. But the thing is that you're just going to move in. See, there's a beautiful connection, Two of Cups and a Chariot. There's someone here is arriving at your doorstep here. Do you know what I mean? Someone here is arriving. So you're going to be completely occupied with this beautiful connection, right? For some of you, could be a romantic in nature. There's still Two of Cups. For some of you, could be a partnership, right? But no, see, there's a King of Swords and a Lover's card. No, no, no. That is a lover. That is your lover, right? You're just going to be here with a very beautiful, strong King of Swords. Who is a King of Swords? King of Swords is it's a man that is a very analytical, very smart. Maybe a man in a legal profession, law enforcement profession, doctor, engineer. Solid, right? Solid. He has his sword up here, right? He has his sword. He's ready. He has his sword here. So yeah, you're gonna be too busy in love. There's a card of Lovers and Two of Cups for you. So yeah, there's a soulmate connection. There's relationship. And of course, this man is definitely an important factor here. There's a two major arcana, the Chariot and a Lovers. And there's a King of Swords and Two of Cups. You will be in love. What can I say? You will be in love. So whoever this sick hater is, somebody's gonna use the wand again. Chariot card. Yeah, you're going to move on, right? You're moving on. You're Now, like I said earlier, you have to understand that these sick people, okay, these haters that have been hating on you, wanted you to feel insecure, unloved, unhappy, and miserable. Do you know what I mean? So when this person will enter your life, you're going to know how dearly and deeply you are loved, because you are loved. You've always been loved, even by your ex-lover. He himself, your ex-lover, was surprised that he fell in love with you. He didn't plan on it, but he did. You're always going to be loved. But that's something you need to believe yourself in. Because that's exactly what these haters are hoping that you're going to lose faith in, right? That you're going to think of yourself as a clown, as unhappy, unworthy, unloved, and that is bullshit. So it's a simply time here, right? Time. Let's take a look at this King of Swords. Yeah, see there, this man will have good intention towards you, and the love for you will be real. Real love. There will be no deception as there was deception. Maybe your ex-lover was in relationship with this hater. Do you know what I mean? Shallow. Shallow. But like I already mentioned before through this reading, these haters have no idea about your life. As far as they know, you may already know this man. Just keeping it secret, right? So love yourself, be happy. This man will be faithful to you, okay? Faithful. He will be a loyal partner. His love towards you will be sincere. He's not a player. Do you think the true love of yours, this man, would ever be around with these losers and this unhealthy woman? No, no. So soon, like I said, this situation, it will not bother you. However, like I said, this hater, I feel like, is angry for a reason. There's a reason why these haters of yours are so angry. Because at the end of the day, they didn't got nothing. Why is this hater? I wonder if there's a karma already kick in for all of this deception and lie. Karma for your haters. This is also, you know, could be your ex lover, also could be part of this whole shenanigans. But let's take a look. Karma for these haters. They're clearly very angry. Yeah, see there's the card of the cage. The card of the cage. And there's a woman. She's trapped. She's in a cage. All of these traps, these people, and this woman planned for you, they ended up entrapping themselves. Could also resonate incarceration, jail, imprisonment. If not, it's simply there's a one card fell out. There's the card of candles. Blood, candles. Key. Yeah, witch. Power. Yeah, right. Boomerang. Yeah, and also she did witchcraft on you. And that's another thing of this jealous, delusional woman. She knows what she did. She used, I'll tell you what she did. She used candles, blood. There was a blood ritual that involves an actually blood. Yeah, it's pretty sick. And there's a card of the witch, and there's a card of power, right? She wanted power, power over man. She wanted power over you. She did witchcraft, and for that, this witch is getting boomerang. And she will be angry for the rest of her life. That's exactly what is happening here. A boomerang. Boomerang. How desperate one must be to do a ritual in order to obtain power over one's heart, because maybe she wanted to obtain, let's take a look. Power, what did she wanted? This boomerang. Yeah, she wanted to chain you, rituals to chain you, restrain you, detain you. This is all satanic rituals. What good will come out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Boomerang. Your hater is going to be chained herself. Chain herself. And she knows it. Death. She also did death spells on you. Death spells on you. No, it's a dead case with this woman. You know what? Yeah, frog. She's a frog. Yeah, cursed frog and jealous. Out of jealousy. She did all of this to you out of jealousy. I see that this frog is cursed because she did death rituals on you. She did. But you know what? What goes around comes around. Her time is over. You just have to, once again, remember what I told you. Okay, there's a different path for you. There's a beautiful life ahead of you, both in love and, of course, love, money. Everything will be fine for you. I cannot say the same thing for her. She's not receiving boomerang for her witchcraft, and that may involve even incarceration. That depends if whatever she did breached a criminal code in any way. Let's take a look. Legal matters. Yeah, she wanted money and great fortune. Yeah, it's a thief, right? A thief's. A thief that only was too concerned about fortune and luck, and there she is in poverty. Because she thought she's gonna live a wealthy lifestyle. Maybe your ex makes a lot of money, or maybe he also was part of it. There's some sort of money here. Fortune. She wanted good luck, she wanted to attract it. But at what cost? She's a thief. So I see that thieves will be poor here. There's a poverty ahead. That's exactly probably why she's mad. I guess those rituals not working anymore. Too busy receiving boomerangs. There's a community here, courtship, official person, and there's a coffin transformation and the end. The end. She probably knew somebody in uniform or somebody official that helped her as well. So she's once again felt like she's you know, a superstar, but all of this short-lived. Okay, my wonderful collective. So once again, enjoy your beautiful life. You have a beautiful life ahead of you. You have absolutely nothing to be afraid of. And I want to show you the rune of Algis, an ultimate protection. And you are protected. You have those who respect you, and those who love you, and those who protect you, whether they are physically seen or unseen. Okay, my sweethearts, just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for watching. And of course, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye.